Kia ora from Aotearoa. It's Poppy here with the current 9th wave energies, and it's a new Zolkin cycle, it's a new night wave, and it's new day wave 14 of the 8th wave. So this is a really big new beginning, and this is we're closing down. Yesterday we finished great big cycles. Now we're starting this whole new beginning where it's actually the birthing. It's actually where we're really being born anew into a new reality based on the choices that we've made and the paths that we've chosen in our life. And so all of you who did not yield to commerce, who did not lose your soul, who managed to stay through this time, that is an epic achievement, and well done. And I'm also very grateful that I managed to hold on. There was just such great odds, of wanting to be taken, and I've managed to do quite well. So I'm just going to step through this night wave, which is an 18-day phase. So now is a brand new birthing of a great new beginning. So it's about being. We've been socialized to do, to make money for the man, for the patriarchy. But now it's a time of being, where that feminine energy comes back a lot more. And oh my gosh, this night wave is extremely feminine. And men and women both have that feminine side. I could not function in this world without my masculine side. Very, very grateful for it. In some ways, I've been in my masculine side a lot more than I've been in my feminine side. So I'm welcoming that sense of being, that sense of also receiving, not just all giving out. Yeah. So this new 9th wave is one alligator, and this is a brand new beginning. And we also move into the day 14 of the 8th wave. All our growth, especially since the night wave began 12.58 years ago, has contributed to the now we will be experiencing. For some of us, it will be like being born again into a new reality, freed of traumatic ways of our past. Consciousness that aligns with source and nature will empower us to continue on with source and nature and transcend the false time construct that runs on what is artificial. It's commonly been called intelligence. However, to me, it's been far more intelligent to cherish the earth and honor and align with source intelligence for life. What did I mean there? We both ourselves anew and a watery. We birth ourselves in a new and a watery instinctive flow, just as birthing a baby creates the least resistance by allowing the body to open, expand, contract, and breathe with primal trust, breathing through time. It's a time of primal trust, pure trust, as we release the old ways that held us contained while we created ourselves in our mother's womb with source. So parents will be naturally protective of the young and nurture and value them to grow and into safety and naturalness. The old ways have been destroying and using children, and that's created a commerce system, which is blood money system. So people lost their souls and separation from source and nature. So let's now nurture all new life, including our own new beginnings. This alligator energy is emotional, and it can be ferocious when it comes to protecting the vulnerable. Let's use our emotional energy well to be alerted to what our emotional guidance is. Let's now honor and cherish our Mother Earth and be filled with care with all that our source parents provide. Let's be our own source of energy and life force in connection with source and trust life directly, unbound from anything artificial or unnatural. And then halfway through, we go into a 9-day phase, which is 10 dog. Where are we here? So we can see down here, we go into this 10 dog, and this is halfway. So this is where we change direction and we go into the north direction. and that will hold energy for 9 days. And so this is in 10 dog, and it may take work and be a challenge to find and start running with our soul tribe, like women who run with the wolves. And this is a good example, I feel. So the woman, a lot of women have been helped by this book, The Woman Who Run with the Wolves. It was a psychological book, but it really did look at how the femininity has been quite crushed, how we've been quite emasculated into doing, and you know, that our normal natural instinctive knowledge has sort of been taken, and it's time for us to all bring it back, men and women alike. So it's our instinctual knowledge that returns us back to the natural cycles of life, the joy of being awake, aware and alert in nature. It is so beautiful to be in touch with nature, purely loving, loyal to our tribes as they come up around us. We've been a bit tribeless, a lot of us, but these tribes are going to come together, these soul tribes. Nurturing and protecting the young, elderly and vulnerable among us, and valuing all life and supportive tribal ways. So joyfully connected to nature, so appreciative, and oh gosh, and I don't know what I wrote there, but anyway, we'll get the gist. May we who choose experience the joy of our soul tribes collaborating to love and maintain a sense of loyalty and love. And then we'll have the dark moon will be in 13 read, which is near the end of the night wave, and that's about soul tribe and community collaborations, ascending us into questing with nature for solutions for abundant living, because the Jaguar Tracina comes immediately after this day. So just looking at the daily energies, a little breakdown of each day, find that it can help. So 2 wind is going to be like tomorrow, and that's honest communication and breathing the breath of life to communicate wisely. Let's breathe before reacting and stay observant so that our responses are infused with love as well as the truths that are informing us. Look, I used to be so drawn to truth that I lacked a bit of love, and you know, I've had to find that balance of love and truth, and that's almost like the balance of feminine and masculine as well. So we've all been a little bit out of balance, and so we're really bringing ourselves into that balance. And then we've got 3 night. That's the activation of Mother Earth's will and dream as guided in meditation with her. So a night phase is very dreamy as well. It's always it's less active. It's more insular. And so we've got so much more meditation energies at the moment. You know, we're actually starting to all think and act a little bit more differently now with the way that the frequencies are and how much they've been quickened, and we entering into new ages, new cycles, new stages. So spend time directly meditating with the motherly energies of nurturing, protecting and cherishing life. Then 4 seed, giving form to our productivity and viability from our unique DNA foundation. We grow from having our roots within the earth, like our root chakra and our crown, open and receptive to the cosmic light frequencies that synthesize the photons coming from the sun, like photosynthesis. That helps us to become productive and viable as we grow. And then 5 serpent, empowerment with passion that may be emotionally fueled, a physical energy that responds well to body movement like yoga, martial arts, tai chi, etc. Some days we're going to feel like there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of fuel, there's a lot of emotion, and that can actually be integrated with movement and flow. Particularly the flowy types of movement like yoga, martial arts. Now I've got a friend who I want to learn Kung Flow. He teaches Kung Flow, and that helps to balance the brain, and it's supposed to be very good for PTSD. So when I can, I am going to have a go at that, and that will be a way. But yoga is my main way. Then we have 6, death, the flow of surrender, trusting and letting go. Trust, trust, trust. This is a time of trust. Trust from the foundations of our existence with source and nature. So this is a time about primal taste, very foundational trust. Trust in source, trust in self, trust in the earth, trust in nature, trust in what's real. And then 7, deer, the reflection of health and vitality with balance in all areas of natural living. What are your remedies directly from nature? When you meditate, you can find them. And that's how I found my way to get out of all of this cancer that I've been dealing with. And it's just about gone. Yay! What a victory. And, you know, I've been dealing with that for some years. And it's actually in meditation that I've got my guidance as to the remedies I've needed, the food that would nurture me the best. This is very much like deer energy. And as we reflect, we may feel drawn to herbal and natural remedies for our nurturing and sustenance. 8, star. Integrating these rising frequencies to harmonize our being. As we integrate rising frequencies, lower vibrating energy may be detoxified, which in turn quickens our now frequency, and it makes us far more resistant to any harm ever intended upon us, you know, as we are birthing, because as we are birthing, certain energies have wanted to intercept and stop that. They've wanted to hold on to us, but no, we actually are reclaiming ourselves very well, might I add. 9, water. The supersensitive purification within our physicality may come up in heightened emotions. This is also fiery cleansing of our blood and plasma, all the water of our own being. Old emotional cycles may be released and replaced with mastery of our emotions, where they work for us, no longer against us. You know, it's been a big achievement to master our emotions, especially when the energy is more ferocious, more protective, more passionate. And so mastering these emotions, we can actually use that emotional charge very, very well to create a better world for ourselves, our others, our soul tribe. 10, dog. Okay, that's that 9-day phase right at the bottom of the curve there, sending us into the north direction. And this is energy holds with more strength for 9 days, and it's time for soul tribe collaboration to start to come together as soul tribe, sharing soul missions of creating cherishing and nurturing environments for all the tribe, like just real care, real soul, family, tribal, earthy, shamanic living, the good stuff. 11, monkey. The curious, playful and innocent ways of monkey revel in the power of now, having transcended the false time trap. So monkey is a master time weaver. It can go ahead of itself to make a way for itself, ensuring the possibility for the highest and best outcome is present in our presence. And, you know, this is where we do actually transcend the false time matrix, which is actually very bound by time, and it's very linear. The time is linear. You get caught in that time. And when we transcend that, we come into actual timelessness, where we're in all time, all at once. We go behind and we heal the trauma that's been there. We go ahead of ourselves and we make a way for ourselves. You might have had experiences of that, you know, where you might have been like on the verge of an accident. Like I used to ride motorbike, and I went out of control on a corner in a gorge once, and my motorbike was so close to the ground, and honestly I don't know how it got back up, and I carried on. And I do feel that that was actually an example that at some stage I might have seen that that was a possibility. I may have gone ahead of myself, corrected it. Angels may have lifted up my motorbike, I don't know, but that's just a really good example of time weaving. And then 12, road. We may be maturing and connecting with our divine destiny roads, more sure of the purposes and missions that become our goal to give our lives direction. It's the direction that matters or materializes our destiny. So enjoy the trajectory of your direction. It's really good to have a goal, because that gives our life direction. and without a goal, we just flipped around at the mercy of whoever, whenever. 13, read, and this is the dark moon energy. Soul tribe and community collaborations ascend us into questing with nature for solutions for abundant living. We are the pillars that connect heaven and earth connection within, centered in the soul, reclaimed, that lives from the heart. So if we've really reclaimed our soul, it will be right there in the heart field, and that is like the unified field that comes up. Then 1, Jaguar, that's the new Tracina. And we may meditate like a shaman in and with nature, observing natural communications and life guidance. It's a stealthy energy that is wise and true. 2, Eagle. From the heights that the eagle soars in, we see the grand perspective, finding balance in our masculine and feminine wings to unify polarity. And it's like, just as I was tuning into that, I could actually literally hear the piercing call of the eagle that is adamant to integrate polarity back into a healthy wholeness. Like, it just called out, and like from that great height. And this is what the animals do. They're all working here. They are all actually very intelligent. They are incredible. 3, Owl. Our owl interdimensional sight may be activated as we silently fly in unseen territory with wisdom, which carries us on those balanced wings to be sovereign in our ways. 4, Earth. As we realize our oneness with our Mother Earth, natural living knowledge that is both of the earth and our shared matter creates more stability and form in our lives. We come to know ourselves as we know the earth all the more. All knowledge is within the earth, and people talk about Akashic records as if they're somewhere out there, but actually all knowledge is within the earth, and this is what the Maya have known and held for thousands of years, and it's in her ley lines. It's all through her. So and we may access it as we quest with her through this Jaguar Tracina. Then we finish this night wave on 5, Knife. So as we create a more nurturing, cherishing, loving and protected environment with and for our soul tribes, we are empowered to discern the areas of life to carefully cut away. So much love to you. This is always an intuitive perspective of the 9th wave, true time sacred Mayan calendar energies in connection with Mother Earth, the life force, source and planetary materialization of consciousness, and Father Sky, source of the energetic light frequencies from the cosmic axis. This is intended for entertainment purposes, in that we may entertain the unified field with our own clearing consciousness. So yeah, heaps and heaps and heaps of love to you. I have a lot of ancient remembrance of Mayan times and the ends of other great cycles. This is the knowledge that I was born with, and this is probably why they've tried to kill me over and over and over again. But I do feel that this knowledge it does have its place, and if it helps even one person, it's certainly helping me, then it's worth it. So much love.